much fun, and this feels right. Kiss me, boy, don't be shy. Hold me close, squeeze me tight, so tight. You make me so happy. So why don't we just grab hands and head to the my brother, he is an astronaut, flying so high in the sky. He flew past Mars, he reaches the stars. He put the twinkle in my eye. But his dreams are locked in his mind, misunderstood. No, his heart is so kind. My brother, he
Welcome to Get Seen in the Poconos on WSMR 100 FM. And tonight, Mama C is joining me along with Mr. John Rainville from Brokers Realty. But before we get started with the show, we want to tell you about some of our upcoming events. So, this February 27th, we are going to be having a networking event, which is a card exchange at Adams Gallery in Stroud Mall. We have 4 tickets left. So if you are interested in joining us, we have only 4 tickets left. So please, if you want to join us, make sure that you go on our social media and let us know that you're coming, because you have to sign up in order to come.
Tickets are available on the event link through Eventbrite. You do need to register. They're going to be gone tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if you want to, you better be the first one to jump on it if you're interested in joining us.
So I heard attendees are going to get some discount cards and such.
We're going to have discount cards. We're going to have a raffle. It's going to be an interesting evening. Plus, you'll get to learn a little bit about art, and you're going to have a discount possibly to some of our paint and sips. So, there's going to be all kinds of things that you can do. But Mama C, she's the art gallery gal, so she'll be there.
Oh, absolutely. I sure will.
Our own Ramel Taylor is involved with the Murder Mystery Company, and there is Till Death Do Us Part, All Is Fair in Love and Murder. It's going to be at the Chateau Resort on February 15th at 7:30 p.m. So you can call or text Murder Mystery to 201-850-9144 for ticket information. And they're also offering a Valentine's package that includes a room, 2 tickets, and more for $315. Call 570-629-5900 for reservations and more information.
And if you stay tuned to Sister Chat Radio, we are going to be giving away some tickets.
How fun is that? So I hope that everybody stays with us today, because we've got lots of interesting things going on with Sister Chat.
Yep, as always.
As always. We also hope that you're going to join us for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Pocono Healthy Lifestyle Challenge with Dr. Musa Tangoran. It's every second and fourth Tuesday at 6 o'clock p.m. at the ESU Abeloff Auditorium through June. The next time you can join is in February 26th, and it is free of charge. So if you're looking for a healthier lifestyle or to lose some weight, please, it's never too late. You can start on the 26th at 6 p.m.
Absolutely. And, when you think about good health, what a better place to start?
Exactly. Guess what, guys? We've got John Rainville waiting.
We do.
He's
Hey,
joining us on the
John.
phone. We were going to have Joel Smith with us tonight, who is also a realtor with Brokers Realty. But tonight you get to talk to me and to John Rainville. So I'm hoping that you're going to be typing in some questions for us while we're talking.
Absolutely.
Hi, John.
Good evening, ladies. How are you doing?
Good. How are you? Oh, we need to get your volume up just a little bit.
Give us a moment, John.
Okay, no worries.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about how you can purchase a home, how you can get pre-approved with mortgages, and all those kinds of interesting things tonight, because it is really kind of a ball of wax that people have a hard time unraveling.
Oh,
But
yes, it is.
But first, let's talk about some exciting stuff that's going on with Brokers Realty in downtown Stroudsburg.
Well, yes, we have a brand new office that will be opening shortly. We're just waiting for the state to come and inspect the office. It is on the corner of 6th and 7th Street in a historic brick building right there by the courthouse. So, we are in a great location for you to be able to find us.
Yeah, and when it comes to buying a home, you really do need help to do that,
Well, it was very interesting on Facebook earlier today. I was asked to join into a conversation because there's a young person looking to move into the area and wanted to know what they should do. And I said, the first thing that you should do is find a realtor that you trust, because there are a lot of realtors out there, but there's not a lot of people that really are seasoned in buying and selling properties. And, for myself, I've been in the business. This is my 20th year as a realtor. And there are a lot of really interesting people that are involved with Brokers Realty. John, can we hear you now?
Okay, can you hear me pretty good now?
Well, no, you're
Nope.
still a little too
We're
low.
still having a little technical difficulty here, but hold on. Ramel is working to fix that as quickly as possible. But you know what, Sarah? I think that a lot of people get very frustrated when it comes to buying property, and they don't know where to turn or who to trust. And like you said, you're a seasoned realtor, and you know the ins and outs of real estate. And I think that that's true, that you need to find out how long that person has been a realtor, and whether or not they really understand the ins
Well,
and
you
outs
should
of
really
the process.
interview your realtor just like anyone else
Absolutely.
that you may be going to hire.
Yeah.
You have to hire your title company. You have to hire your mortgage broker or your banker. It should be the same way with your realtor, because if you don't click with your realtor and they don't understand what it is you're looking for, or they're taking you to the wrong properties, or if you continue to see the wrong properties, one gentleman said that he had seen 200 properties
Good God.
and finally found one that he liked. But you should never have to look at 200 properties if your realtor's actually
Right.
listening to you.
Right.
So
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, with the internet, you can go on and put in questions to ask a prospective realtor. And, there are solutions for everything, and the internet really provides what you need in terms of interviewing a realtor.
That's
if you don't know
right.
what questions to ask, go to the internet. I go to the internet for everything.
Well, and I'm not only a realtor, but I'm an auctioneer, which is something that is very unique. First of all, because I'm a female auctioneer, there's not a lot of females, and in Pennsylvania, you must go through college in order to actually become an auctioneer.
Right.
So, Brokers Realty actually offers not just, regular real estate sales, but we also offer auction sales for homes. If someone has, an estate that they need to clean out, or they have a property that maybe is distressed and they just need to get rid of, we can handle that.
Yeah. And I think that that's wonderful, because it just expands the options. And I think that makes the whole process a little bit more interesting.
Well, the first thing that I usually ask someone to do is to find out, if they're pre-qualified, how much they're pre-qualified for, and, how, it's a process.
And there are a lot of people who have credit challenges, so they don't even attempt to buy a home, although they may want to. What would be the solution for someone who has some credit challenges?
Well, I have worked with mortgage brokers, and I usually say if you have had credit challenges, you are better off to work with a mortgage broker than you are with a banker.
Right, right.
Because banks usually require a higher credit score. Mortgage brokers usually can find a lender that meets your needs.
Okay.
And they can a lot of times help you go through your credit and tell you what you need to focus on. You might have to write letters to the credit companies and ask for things to be released, or if you've paid something off, you have to prove that you've paid something
it
off.
off, yeah.
But there are ways to correct your credit, and
Okay.
and you don't necessarily have to go to a credit correction person
Company,
to do
yeah,
that.
to do that.
A lot of times, the mortgage broker can help you do that.
Okay.
How are we doing, Ramel? John, can you hear us? Can we hear you now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Can, we can
Yeah, we
hear
can.
you.
All right.
Hi, John. Welcome.
Hey,
All right, good. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I mean, I'd like the winter to be over and spring to come.
Oh,
But other
God.
than that, every day's a good day.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Especially a good day to be alive, correct, John?
Yeah, you can say that again. Every day that you wake up on the right side of the dirt is a good day.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
So I want to personally welcome you because, of course, I've worked with you now for 2 years, and I am so happy to be one of your realtors here in Stroudsburg. And I announced our kind of exciting news that we are going to be opening our new office space as soon as the state comes
Yeah,
and
right
inspects.
there on 6th Street. Great location.
It's a great location for people to find
And
us.
just for locals, it's across the street from PNC and the courthouse. So
And
it's
the
like
courthouse.
perfect location.
Yep, we are sharing off, the office building with Attorney Watkins, so we're pretty easy to find. So, John, tell us how you got interested in real estate.
Wow, I've been in the business just about 31 years. So
Wow.
I had done furniture before that in my previous life, and we went into the white-collar recession all the way back in the 80s, the late 80s. And, Betty and I had invested in some in real estate, so it looked like a fun thing to do. I didn't know exactly what I was getting into, but that's sort of how I got started, and everything's evolved since then. I've done everything from appraisal work through commercial real estate sales. Now with Sarah, we're getting ready to launch doing some auctions and dive into that up in your guys' area.
Right?
And that's really a new arena for us. You're starting to see a lot of the real estate companies jump into the auctions. So the advantage that we have is we actually have an on-staff, auctioneer with Sarah, and she brings, years of expertise to that.
Yes, I actually got my license in 1991, so that's
Wow.
a lot
It's
of
been a
years.
while, yeah.
How did you actually come up with the name of Brokers Realty?
Well, I guess when Betty Jane and I, were starting, at that point in time, our original intent was we were going to be three partners. We were all going to get our broker's license, and we were going to do it very similar in fashion to a law office, where everyone would either be a broker or someone who was working on being a broker within 3 or 4 years. And I'm not sure now that, within the current real estate environment, if now that business model that we originally designed in 1998 isn't the way to go. Sarah's brother Joel has completed all his classes to be a broker, and I think that level of experience for the consumers is a big plus. You're seeing a lot of real estate teams. The Real Estate Commission in Harrisburg is doing a lot of investigation on real estate teams. Right now they're talking about that if someone's going to run a real estate team, that they have to be a broker, an associate broker. So they're trying to ratchet up our professionalism and make people be more responsible for what they're doing and making sure that the consumer is getting a consistent product.
So, if you could tell our listeners a little bit about what services we offer, because we are different than
Okay.
just the average real estate company.
You're right. We do a whole lot more than the average real estate company. We do regular residential sales. We do residential. We will list homes or put your home or property on the market. We do property management. So if you have a portfolio or even just one rental property, whether it's residential or commercial, we can manage that for you. We also do commercial sales. We do the auctions, and we even sell businesses. So that's vastly different than a lot of real estate companies. Many are they only sell houses. So anything that the state allows us to do, we actually will do with our real estate licenses here in Pennsylvania.
So, what would be the one thing that you would tell people if they said, why should I choose brokers over XYZ realtor or broker?
And that's an excellent question because, with our name, with our logo now that's been out there since, 2000 now, a lot of times people make the assumption that we're a franchise. So many franchises, for example, Coldwell Banker, Century 21, for example, every time someone uses their services, 6 or 8% of what's viewed as the commission or the real estate fee actually leaves our state and then goes over to the state of New Jersey where those companies are based. So by us not being a franchise, being basically locally owned, wholly owned, we're actually a woman-owned business. There are 3 owners of Brokerage Realty. I'm only 1/3. My wife and our other partner, Jane Adams, are the other 2 owners. So we've been a woman-owned business since day one. And that's, something that we felt was important. Many women have been in the business, but many women have not been in the positions of ownership, okay, or day-to-day management of the company. And it was a sideline back, 30 years ago, 35 years ago. But these 2 ladies each bring a level of expertise. Betty's actually our CFO, and Jane does a lot of our compliance work on the backside. She's an excellent resource for us on contracts because she's actually been in the business years longer than me. I'm in 31 years, and she doesn't like people to let me tell her how long she's been in the business. But we basically, we like to give that family-style service to everybody. We like to treat everybody as if they're a relative. And, we're not a fit for everybody. I mean, if you're looking for a suit-and-tie real estate broker, I'm really not your guy. I still fit into a suit and tie, but it's just really not my style. I have a little bit more comfortable, casual style. I'm older, so I can't say I'm like Mark Zuckerberg, but I like the way he dresses, black T-shirts and jeans.
Well, and I think that's, when people meet Joel and I, they always, we are just really casual kind of people. We're not, we're not the suit kind of people, and we're your local folks that you see, down on Main Street or around town, and people stop and ask us about real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. You see so many real estate agents that I'm going to say are a bad caricature of the business. You'll see them, they're driving a leased, Jaguar, 4x4, and they're dripping with all the fake jewelry. And, I can tell you, Sarah, Joel, we're not that company. We're the people that, just like Sarah just said, that, we're your average people. We're going to tell you, we're going to shoot from the hip. We're going to tell you honestly what we think and what we believe and what our experiences has taught us. And, let you make your own decision. At the end of the day, whether you're buying or selling or investing in real estate, our number one job right now is to educate you. So we've got to get you the knowledge. And, we work very hard to make sure that we get you every bit of knowledge that you want, because at the end of the day, you have to make the best decision for yourself and your family.
That's right.
We can't do that. I mean, Sarah can tell you one of my favorite phrases is, I can't spend your money for you.
That's
you
right.
have to make the decision. I'm going to lay out all your options. You can ask me what I would do, and that's fine. I'll weigh in on it. But I'm going to give you whatever the 3 or 4 or 5 options are. At the end of the day, we do exactly what our clients tell us to do, whether they're a buyer or a seller. But we just like to make sure that they're a very informed buyer or seller.
That's right.
We don't make decisions for our clients. That's one bad thing that Sarah can back me up on this, that we see in the business, where agents take it upon themselves to make decisions for their client.
That's right.
We can't do that. We're sort of like the BBC news readers. We don't deliver good news. We don't deliver bad news. We just deliver the news. How you choose to take that news or act on it, that's your choice. We're not the kind of folks that are going to get you all whipped up into a frenzy because we think it's something terrible. We're going to state the facts, and then we want you to make the very best educated decision for what works for you. And on any given day, we don't know what that is. Like I say, we can't spend your money for you. You have to direct us how you want us to operate for you.
That's great. Well, John, we really appreciate you joining us this evening, and you know, as we always tell everyone, you have been an amazing supporter of Sister Chat
Yes.
all the way
Yes, you
along,
have.
and we really appreciate all that you do for us, and we always enjoy having you guys with us. We hope that you're gonna join us for our Mother's Day tea on May 4th. So.
And we can't wait to have a grand opening over there at Brokers Realty.
Yes, we're going to have to definitely do something because actually, people don't realize we've been in Stroudsburg for a long time. This will actually be our third location that we've moved to in Stroudsburg. Every time it keeps getting better and better.
Yes, it does.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. John can't wait to see it either.
Well, when
That's
next time
'cause I
you come
trust
up
my
here,
people.
John, we all have to go out to dinner.
Yes, that sounds great.
Thank you, and tell Betty and everyone we said hello, and we'll be speaking with you soon. Thanks for calling in.
All right, have a great evening, ladies.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me on.
You
Thanks,
as well.
John.
Okay, bye, John.
Okay, we want to say thank you again to John Rainville and Betty Piat for calling in, being such amazing supporters of Sister Chat, and of what we do. Because without them, I don't know if we would be where we are today.
Absolutely. And to have people in our corner who believe in us, that's a wonderful thing.
We want to thank the folks that have provided music for us before and after the show. We were listening to Christina Lenaway and Andrew Moses, who
Felina. It was Felina.
It was Valina?
Oh,
It was
Valina
Valina.
was.
Oh, Valina.
Oh, well,
Okay. All
you
right.
know what?
So much for that.
So much for my notes. Andrew actually he hosts the open mic at the Renegade Winery on Thursday nights from 8 to 11 p.m. And Christina actually wrote our jingle for us, and we want to say thank you as always for doing that. And Valina, well, we love you.
We do.
We
Yes, we
love you,
do.
and you'll always be one of the sisters.
Always.
We want to remind you that you can follow us on social media, on Instagram and Facebook at Get Seen in the Poconos. You can always find out what we're doing. So, but the only way you're going to know what we're doing is if you follow us.
We'll be back
Absolutely.
next week, right?
We'll be back next week. You've been listening to Get Seen in the Poconos. Have a great week.
Get seen in the Poconos, so everybody knows your business. Get seen in the Poconos, for visitors both far and near, the neighbors we hold so dear, for businesses both old and new, we're really here for you. Get seen in the Poconos. Get seen in the Poconos. Get seen in the Poconos. Get seen in the Poconos.
Great, all this illusion. Great, all this confusion. What is the solution? Mass distribution. It's got to be elusive anyway. Crumble into discord in this dark little dance, fade like a shadow. Stumble